I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Possible, always with a brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, and you're watching and listening to your favorite two black runners every single...
I ain't even gonna try. We live, baby. We live from the mix zone. Y'all know what it is, two black runners. It's not on a Tuesday, but we getting it.
Nothing,
we hitting
bro?
it.
Nothing?
I never came up with a slogan. Like, you would have to change how you do it on the front end for me to
So
change
now
it
it's
on
on
the back
me.
end.
So now it's on me.
Yeah, it's on you, bro.
Okay.
That don't go with Olympic trials every day.
Okay, bro. My bad. We should have had a meeting.
Hey, it's good though. That was still clean.
All right, it was still clean. But yeah, last day at the U.S. Olympic trials. We're only here for half, but I feel like we've been here forever, low key. So I'm glad we didn't do all 10. Shout out John. He did all 9. He's shaking his head behind the camera right now because he knows that was tough. But hats off to all the media. Hats off to all the fans that tuned in throughout the whole 10 days. It's been an exciting Olympic trials, and it capped off on probably the best day here today.
Yeah, every event was fire. This makes me want to start training.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, especially that men's 8, that had me up. I was like, bro, I'm ready to go run an 800 right now.
Yeah.
So it was cool, man. And this was just a great meet.
Yeah, and it was. We talked to great people today. Honestly,
we
didn't talk to all the winners. We got some of the winners. We got some great individuals from Nikki Hiltz, Tinoda Matsatsa, to Rai Benjamin, to what else did we talk to? Josh Shoei. Who else? Abdihamid Nur, Grant Fisher, Elle St. Pierre, some great individuals that we talked to of stories that you're gonna want to know about when you watch the Olympic Games this summer. So we can go ahead and just start. We explain a little bit in there too.
Yeah, let's jump in, man. We in the mix zone live. This is fresh, bro. We really in the mix zone right now.
Fresh. We'll see y'all. Nikki Hiltz is a special person, a special athlete, and they're off to do even bigger and better things at the Olympics. I'm super excited to see what Nikki's going to do in the 1,500 meters, and it was great talking to her. Yeah,
Nikki, I mean, the progress that they've had over the past couple of years has been amazing, and in this race in particular, 3:55 at the Olympic trials, just right there for the American record.
I was talking to them, and they were saying, I feel like I'm in 3:57 shape. And Nikki goes out and runs 3:55. So, American record loading?
I mean, I'm thinking about the medal. We have good chance with a medal with Nikki.
It's going to take an American record to get a medal.
That's facts. That's facts.
Nikki Hiltz. All right. Nikki Hiltz. A lot of things can change in like 3 years, huh?
Absolutely. I think I was last in this Olympic trials final in 2021, so yeah, they sure can.
What has changed? I know there's been coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there has to be confidence. There's World Indoors that's happened. What's been the biggest things?
I mean, kind of right away, I changed everything. Like in 2021, I crossed the line and I got last, and it wasn't fun. And I was like, I think I need to change. And so in the beginning of the next year, in 2022, I left my sponsor. I moved to Flagstaff, got a new coach. And I think just that in and of itself, whether it was like the right choice, just taking agency of I need to make a change, I think gave me a lot of confidence and ownership of my career. And then obviously they were good decisions. Mike Smith is a great coach and Lululemon is a great brand. And then I've also really prioritized my mental health the past, I would say, year and a half, which has been huge. And so I think I just changed everything.
That's really interesting because I talked to Grant, and he was saying how 4 years it was a goal, always get back to the Olympics, but then he made a really big change last year, and he was talking about as an athlete you need to have some stubbornness in you, and you also need to rely on other people. How do you deal with that dichotomy as well?
Yeah, I mean, my support system is huge. My partner Emma is my everything, and she's she just knows the sport and she knows me so well and she knows what I need to hear. And I'm her coach. I write her, she runs the steeplechase, but I would say she's my coach as well. And we're just having someone that you're in it together with has been huge. And you have to you're out there alone on the track, but nothing about it isn't solo sport. You know, you have your coaches, your massage therapist, your like physio, and then like your, you know, mental health therapist, like, and like your coach and training partners. Like, it is such a team thing, and I just have a really, I think, just like, I've handpicked it's a really small group of people. Like, it's not crazy big, but like, those are my people, and like, yeah, I don't know if that answers your questions. I feel like I went on a rant.
I think you answered it fine enough. So I lost count of how many U.S. championships it is in a row now. Like, you've become the ultimate racer, but like, was this the hardest?
Yes, and it honestly was the hardest mentally, because I think being day 10 of the trials, oof, man, like, I'm such a track fan. I love watching track, but at a certain point I had to just stop watching the meet, because I'm like, I'm getting too amped or like too excited. So it was hard, but as soon as the gun went off today, I was like, the nerves went away, and I was like, okay, now it's just time to do, like, to just do it. And so, yeah, but definitely, I mean, and also that was the fastest, by far the fastest national championship I've won. So yeah, that was hard too.
And you've been in big races too so far, like within world championships and whatnot. It doesn't seem, you're going into your first Olympics, but it's all like, I don't feel like you're a rookie by any means. Like, how are we approaching this? I know it just finished. I know we just finished, but like, how are we approaching?
No, I mean, it's just like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like part of me leading into this was like, this really is like kind of just a prelim. Obviously, you have to get through this, and you can't start looking at Paris until you've checked this box. But like, if you really think about it, like, this is round 1 of the Olympics. Like, this is a prelim to get there, and then once I'm there, I'll have a round 1 again, and then a semi, and then a final. So it's like, my obviously goal was to like, I was very hyper-focused on this race, but in the back of my mind, I was like, I want to be competitive there. And so I am definitely looking to, now it's like all eyes on Paris. But yeah, I mean, I've been in Budapest last year, World Indoors earlier this year, and it's just about experience at this point. I'm going to Paris, yes, it's the first time it's Olympics, but I do feel experience.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I got 2 fun things for you, then we get out of here. You're an Olympian. That's with you now. That title will hold with you forever. An Olympian is strong. Nikki Hiltz is strong. Everyone's looking like they're strong. You know, they're a superhero. You know, by all means. But like, what are the unexpected characteristics about you that still make you an Olympian? If you know what I mean, like the quirky side. You know, like, but that's still the Olympian side of you. You can't take that away.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I'm like a Taylor Swift fan. I'm a track nerd. I love dogs. I have a German Shepherd at home who I miss a lot. I don't know. Yeah.
Those are all good answers. Mackenzie Long was saying she's a homebody. Sam Mattis was saying he's annoying at Super Smash Bros. So like, those are all great answers. Yeah. All right. Lastly, we're gonna do a podium. Okay. Of the 3 things that you're most excited to do in Paris. So you're gonna rank them 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. All right. Okay. So opening ceremony. Okay. We got hanging out with friends and family in Paris, visiting stuff, all that. Yeah. And then last one is, I forgot. Last one. What's the last one? Watching other sports. Thank you, John. Watching other sports. Where would you rank those? 1, 2, 3.
I feel like I have to put family first, because, you know.
It's family.
It's family. God, but the other 2, I'm like so excited for both. Okay, I'm gonna say watching other sports 2nd, and then 3rd will be the opening ceremony. It's just like, obviously I've always dreamt of the opening ceremony and everything, but it's like, I don't know, the other 2, I think I'm just a little bit more stoked about.
Yeah, that's fair. Congratulations. Excited for you in Paris.
Thank you.
Let's go medal.
Let's go.
Let's get American records.
Let's do it.
You already got one, so might as well get another. You feel me? Congratulations.
So true. Thank you.
Elle St. Pierre, honestly, I felt like she was going to win the women's 1500. But
I thought she was going to win too, to be honest.
She lost to Nikki Hiltz.
Actually, I don't know if I thought she was going to win. I think I don't know. I'm 50-50.
But the matter of fact is that she has been dominant. She's ready for that next step. She's ready for that Olympic medal and ready for that Olympic stage. I'm excited to see what she's going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
you had a deep conversation with her, a long one.
Low-key, I guess low-key it was deep, but it's just like she's been a lot. I just remember it was either Prefontaine or something. She was walking out crying. I feel like that was like the last meet I saw her at. Yeah. So to see her this entire year, she's been on fire. And I've always felt like she's just very competitive, and you could see it in the way she runs. So I was fortunate to have a conversation with her.
Nah, she's a dog. Elle St. Pierre.
Straight dog. All right, Ellie. What a season you're having. Go to World Indoors and get the W.
Yeah.
Now you're here at the Olympic trials, winning in the 5K, and then coming back and getting third in the 15. How does it feel to just have it all come together? Last time I saw you in the mix zone it was a tough time. I remember you were heartbroken. It was like
22.
Was that 22 or
22?
That was 22. Yeah, talk about that journey.
Yeah, it's definitely been a big, 3 years since Tokyo. To be honest, a lot has happened in my life. And it's it's been a journey, and I feel like I've just worked really hard and kept my heart, kept listening to my heart and following the path that I thought was right. And it's not always been clear, but I could come back and do this. But I'm really proud of myself for believing that I could.
Yeah, I feel like I just remember watching you at World Indoors beating Gudov, and I feel like you run with such a competitive fire.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you don't show any fear when you're racing, and I can see it. Where does that come from?
Yeah, it's definitely been a work in progress and accumulated over the years. I definitely did not used to run with so much confidence, but my coach really believes in me, and he tells me I can do these big things, so that definitely helps. But I definitely like to win. That helps. But just you got to give yourself a shot, and I really don't like disappointing myself. So if I lay it all out there, then I can't be disappointed. So that's what I like to do.
So right now, we're basically taking all these interviews, we're putting them. You're on the Two Black Runners podcast basically right now. We're mixing in the mix zone interviews into the pod, and what we've been asking everyone is what are some of the characteristics of yourself that make you an Olympian?
I'm tough, strong, competitive, resilient.
And that's been a common theme, really, is the resilience to push through the challenges is what we've heard from everyone. But we've also asked, are there any things quirks about yourself that you think add to your success that a lot of people wouldn't think that
Believe it or not, I'm a pretty sensitive person, and I think that definitely helps for the better most of the time. I react well to training, so I'm sensitive in that way, but I also pay attention to the details, and I think it works in my favor.
Yeah, because you can just feel a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Emotions have been very high at this meet. I've been thinking of a lot of special people in my life, and running for a lot of people, back home and my family, and just a bigger purpose than me.
Yeah, and that's to be great, bringing your family with you to Paris. That's to be very exciting.
Yeah, my sister and my husband are coming, and I'm really excited.
First baby on the plane that's a long flight.
Yeah, we're trying to decide. Oh, he's done longer.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see. I really wanted to come, but we'll see what's best for him. Yeah.
So we've also been doing this thing we call it a podium. We want you to rank these three things in whatever order you think is best. So First thing is opening ceremony at the Olympics versus bringing family and friends with you versus going to watch other sports. If you had to rank those.
Family and friends coming. Oh, man. I think opening ceremony and then watching the other sports. Because the opening ceremony, you have everybody all in one place. And I missed the opening ceremony in Tokyo, so I hope I can make it to this one.
Tokyo is so rough, man.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to a real big celebration there, and having all the fans there and my family. I will really appreciate it a lot more this time.
Yeah, I feel as a fan watching, I love the Olympics. I was so into it, but in hindsight, being here, I'm man, this trials feels just as big as the world champs.
It's crazy. It's the hardest team to make for sure, and you just put so much energy into the trials, and then it's wow, this isn't even the Olympics yet.
Yeah. And everyone's y'all running 3:55. Y'all about to break the American record.
Oh my God. Wow. I know. But more to come. So that's exciting.
Yeah, excited for you. Excited for the entire team that we're bringing. I think we got great shots of winning medals.
Yeah,
so.
we do. We're sending a great team. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for all the work you're doing.
Appreciate
You're
it.
inspiring people all the time, so
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now it's time for the president of track and field, or maybe future president of track and field, Rai Benjamin. That 400-meter hurdle race, this whole 400-meter hurdle rounds were amazing. And shoot, you guys had a little back and forth about you don't think that you think he's gonna win, or is it what?
Which is funny because y'all, I'm be the one in our arguments off camera. I be riding for Rai. I mean, I be thinking that he gonna win. I never said no. I'm not a Carson fan. I'm not gonna cap. Carson, we want you on the pod though. But respectfully, I mean, I'm rooting for Rai always. But no, he's just a super chill dude. He's super laid back, easy to talk to. So I appreciate the time that he gave us.
Yeah, absolutely. Rai Benjamin.
Yeah, I know you just killed that.
Thank you.
Bunch of rounds of the 4 hurdles. Rai, aka USATF future president right here, bro. It seemed like it's between you and Noah with all the innovations that.
I mean, I think it's a good thing. Like,
It is.
it's
Great.
I mean, like, I don't want to be in charge of USATF because, I mean, yeah, that's a whole beast in itself. But I think as athletes, like, just pushing the sport forward and advocating for new things is what's gonna make the sport better, man. And I think I tweeted a couple of weeks ago that track and field's on the up and up, and all the little mamas on Twitter was going on about how it's not on the up and up and all this other stuff. And it's just like, dude, like, we're making leaps and bounds here. So it's track and field's in a great space, and I feel like 3 months ago, like, it was like do or die. Like, it's either if we make this turn right here, we're gonna be good, but if we make this other turn, like, we're on crash and burn. And I think we made a good turn here, and I think things looking up.
Yeah, I mean, this Olympic trials, I've been telling everyone, it feels like worlds.
Yeah,
And it's just like.
I mean, that's literally what it is. Like, you gotta come out here and run your ass off to make this team, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
So,
it's tough.
yeah,
Me and
yeah.
Joshua are kind of sad because you got our boy Vance Nielsen, the high schooler, knocked out because he ran that 47 in the semi.
Oh, dang, yeah. I mean, yeah, I did see him after, and I did tell him, like, dude, like, what you just did, like, is amazing. Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
made
for
it to
real.
the semifinal of at Olympic trials, like, in high school, like, and he's going to Florida next year, so he'll be in great hands with Coach Holloway, and he'll have Trevor and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, like, it's sad, but at the same time, like, dude, like, his future is so freaking bright. It's crazy.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
definitely, it's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
It's just, thinking back to 2021, like, that year was so trash. When I think about the Olympics, not having the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
was-
I mean, it was fun, but we didn't get the full experience, and I feel like now we'll get the full experience. And just being, I always say, like, yo, in the village, it was like glorified prison. Like, you couldn't leave, you couldn't go to other people's, like, housing, or else, like, you would get in trouble. Like, they were actually really strict about things over there, and they weren't playing any games. So it was like, it's either you follow the rules or you're going home. Like, but this will be a lot better, 100%.
So knowing that, me and Joshua have been asking everyone, like, to do a podium to
Yeah.
rank these 3 things. And it was the opening ceremony versus, like, bring your family and friends with you in Paris.
Yeah.
Versus watching other sports, if you had to rank those in order.
Opening ceremony 1, because that's on the river, which is going to be crazy. Family 2, because once in a lifetime experience, you never know. Like, some people go to 1 Olympics. I mean, I was lucky enough now to go to 2, to be honest with you. So I think bring your family along to experience that is, like, crazy, and it'll be good for them. And then going to other sports 3. Like, I can't think of what sport I'd want to go see. Probably basketball, which everyone will probably go to, 100%. And volleyball, because that is, like, at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
But it's so far from the village. It just all depends on, like, what the distance is and what the transportation is, because it's going to be crazy in Paris, like, crazy. And there's going to be a lot of people there and a lot of traffic. So Yeah, that's my 3.
You're going to be free now. You're going to be able to move around and do stuff.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like you dare to do your job, you know? So it's like, don't get too carried away in the fun because, you know, like I'm there to win. So, yeah.
Also, we've been asking everybody, what are some characteristics in yourself that you feel like have made you into this Olympian?
I don't take a lot of things too seriously. I know when to be calm, and I'm a competitor, and I think that those attributes kind of contribute to my success, both on and off the track. So
is there any like weird quirks about yourself that you think also contribute to the success?
Not really. Like I'm like,
you pretty normal.
Yeah, I'm pretty like I guess normal is objective, I guess, but I mean like. Yeah, I'm not like really like crazy. Like I dabble in a little bit of everything. You feel me? But it's not like, I'm just chill, man. Like I play I play COD. I go to practice. You know, just real regular stuff. To be honest with you. So
sure, man.
that's it.
Well,
collect sneakers.
We're excited to see you. We're excited to see everyone. You know, I gotta mention the matchups.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Between Dos Santos and Warholm.
Yeah.
And
what's your pick? Who's your pick?
You.
That's cap.
What?
I see it in your eyes.
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm picking you. I think
okay.
this is. I think this is your year, bro. Like it's just your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I've always wanted you to win. I ain't trying to hate on Carson on camera, but
yeah.
I'm a Rai fan for sure.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Always, bro.
Thank you.
Always, bro. I'm voting for you. I'm voting for you for president.
I might run. I'm not even kidding, to be honest with you. But I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, enjoy the rest of your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I mean, I know you got to do your thing.
Yep.
But appreciate you coming back, bro.
Yes, sir.
Just like giving us some time.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Always.
Yeah.
It sucked that we missed Grant running the 10K, but seeing him run the 5K was just as good. That battle between Abdihamid was special, and I think Grant's locked in. He's locked in for the Olympics.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he's another one where I feel like this is his time. You know what I mean? I feel like
I think so too.
Based off what he was saying in this interview, I feel like he very much has confidence in himself, knows himself. He made some adjustments, and obviously they were the right adjustments. So I'm excited to see them on the world stage now that he has all this experience.
You guys should be really hyped for Grant Fisher. All right. Congratulations, Grant Fisher, bro. Double champ. You're at the U.S. Olympic trials. Wasn't the best last year, but now you completely bounced back. Amazing indoor season, and it's going forward. Does it kind of just feel like job's not finished, or are you really like celebrating this moment?
Yeah, I mean, there's more important stuff now. There's the Olympics, but you celebrate the wins when you get them. Last year, I missed the team in the 10K, and then I got an MRI the next day, and my femur was all messed up.
Yeah.
So didn't line up for the 5. So this is like massive redemption. A year makes a big difference. A lot of things in my life have changed, but it feels good to feel good. Like I feel like myself again, and it was I was viewing this year as one thing at a time, and indoor season, outdoor season, trials, and now the Olympics. So I've checked off each box, and it feels really good. So a little bit of downtime, a little bit of celebration, and then important stuff in a month.
And this is your second Olympic team, and 2022 was an amazing year too when you ran at Worlds. Now going on 2024, what's different now going to this World Championship? Is the confidence a little bit different? Are you a little smarter? How are you going to approach the races? What's different this time?
Yeah, confidence is different. I have more experience than I did before. I'm going there to medal. So the mindset is different. But as much as I feel like I've gotten better, the whole world has gotten better too. So it's going to be really challenging. There's a lot of really good athletes out there. But being able to double here, make the team in 2 events, it's a good confidence boost that I'll be ready to go in a month. So this is what you build a 4-year plan around. And you only get so many opportunities, and you need to be ready on the day. and that's really hard to do. So, I'm really happy with how things turned out.
Before we get to like the fun stuff too, I was like, you built a 4-year plan, but then like your plan kind of deviated,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
just in 1 year. So how do you balance like obviously your plan, but obviously the plan that you get from your coach too? How do you balance that as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, as an athlete, you have to be a combination of adaptable and kind of stubborn at the same time, you know. So for everybody, the Olympics is what you're always shooting for. That's the big picture thing. How you get there might change. So how I got to this point has changed in the past year. I have a new coach, a new home, change of training partners. A lot of things have changed in a good way, and stuff that I didn't foresee being a part of the plan, and 2 years ago, a year ago, are now, my daily life. So I'm really grateful that things have worked out. I've got great people around me. But yeah, you're totally right. Like the big picture idea, making the Olympics, going to the Olympics, that's always there. But how you're getting there, it changes, and you have to be ready to deal with the punches and adapt when you need to adapt. Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So 2 fun things that we got here. So characteristics of an Olympian, like you've done that. That's attached to your name forever. 2 times now, 2-time Olympian. How would you describe yourself as an Olympian? And then what are the characteristics that like people wouldn't expect like about you, but like you're still Olympian about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Olympian title is really cool. It's what you dream about as a kid. And I remember when I made my first team, that was kind of a breakout year for me. I just started to get good, and a lot of things came really quickly. And then, going into this year, it almost meant more making the team the second time, just because I knew how much it meant. When I was a little younger in 2021, it was just like things were just coming to me. And I kind of took it for granted, how important it is to be able to compete at the Olympics, how special that is. And now I think I understand the weight of it a little more, so it means a lot. As far as characteristics of an Olympian, man, we're all different. I think one thing that is common among pretty much everybody is no matter what your personality is, whether you're shy and reserved or really outgoing, everyone that makes an Olympic team has the ability to just flip the switch like that. Abdihamid is a pretty soft-spoken guy, nice dude, but man, when you get him with 250 meters to go, he's a dog, he's a fighter. He'll take you all the way to the line. Parker, same thing, really good athlete, young guy, pretty soft-spoken, but man, he can flip a switch. So I think that's common among everybody, no matter the outlying personality. You need to be able to flip a switch, and I think everybody has that.
That's key. All right, last thing, we're going to Paris. I want to do a podium of things that you're most excited to do. I'm going to give you to them. So you're going to do first, second, and third.
Okay.
Watching the opening ceremony, hanging out, family and friends, and then watching other sports. You actually get to watch other sports this time, so,
All right, I'm going family and friends number 1, because in Paris, that'll be just so different than what it was like in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And that'll be so special to have my family and friends there. Number 2, I'm saying watch the other sports, because that was something I also really missed. I'm putting opening ceremonies on the bottom because I'm not going. I'm going to be at altitude.
Oh, dang.
And opening ceremonies are like 7 days before we actually start. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss it. It'd be really fun to go, but I won't be floating the river with everybody else. So I'll put that on the bottom.
What sport are you most excited to see?
I think basketball would be really fun to watch. I would really want to watch swimming too. Just swimming is so similar to track in a lot of ways that I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations, man. Best of luck in Paris.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, we have like the 2 black runners, OG,
man.
Abdihamid Nur. It's so exciting always when we get to see this dude race, but especially to make the Olympic team and like to go head to head with Grant Fisher. Like that was not what I expected from him when we first talked to him on the 2 Black Runners podcast.
Yeah, it's just crazy. We got to see his growth, kind of like with the Brittany Brown interview we did. We've seen this guy's growth very close up, and it's taken a lot for him to get here. Like, he's had resilience to get through JUCO, other things that happened to him in high school. So it's always great to see someone that you're seeing that close-up view of. So we're always rooting for Abdihamid, bro.
Most definitely. Abdihamid Nur.
Yeah, this is lit. Baton.
Yes, sir. Baton talk. All right, Abdihamid Nur, man. Shoot, one of the first people we ever interviewed on the podcast.
Day one.
Day one. We know what you've been through from JUCO to NAU, and now you're going to the Olympics.
It's crazy, bro. I'm going to the Olympics, man. This is my third team, but this one is special. It's the Olympics, and then to be representing Team USA, to be heading there with my boys, Woody, Luis, Nico. I'm so excited. Nikki as well. Like, we're taking a whole squad.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Death Row going to be up in Paris, man.
Death Row going to go crazy in Paris. So we should have had Snoop come with us, too. Oh, Snoop is finna pull up.
Snoop need to give you a chain. He need to give you, Luis, and Woody a chain, Snoop. Somebody send this to him.
Tell him. Tap in with us.
One thing I want to ask you, because I know like your relationship with your mom and your family is really strong. That means a lot to you, too. Like, I don't even know if you probably had time to like look at your phone or anything, but what does this mean from like the perspective for your family?
Man, it means a lot, you know. I called my mom and my dad this morning just to let them know I'm excited for this, and you know, they were really happy for me, and my mom told me like no matter what happens, just be content with the outcome and whatever it is. And yeah, I was able to give them a call again when I made the team, and just their excitement, them going crazy. I didn't even hear nothing they said on the FaceTime. Exactly, they were just screaming. So yeah, man, it means a lot to represent my family, my community, NAU, my Somali community, Flagstaff, Phoenix. Yeah, man, it's a whole village it took to put this together.
Yeah, man, you definitely deserve all the work you put in, and we've been asking everyone, what are some of your characteristics that you feel like make you an Olympian?
Yeah, man, like one I'll say is patience, just timing. Everything takes patience and timing, and then just overcoming a lot of hurdles and being resilient through those hurdles, you know, and embracing those challenges as well, because I feel like once you embrace your challenges and understand they're here to make you better, you just level up as you keep going. So definitely patience, resilience, and gratitude for sure. Those are some of the things that make Olympian.
These are gems, y'all. Take those with you. But are there any quirks or anything about yourself that you wouldn't expect that helps your success, or people wouldn't think helps your success that's kind of like quirky or weird or anything?
I'd say like people always compliment me for how chill I am about everything, and I think I just know that it's not that deep, you know. You just gotta take things as they come and just have gratitude for them. You can't force nothing. You just gotta ride the wave and show that you're capable of it, and even believe in yourself when nobody else does. So that's what I do to just prepare myself to be the best I can be.
Well, we appreciate you. We're excited to see you in Paris, dog.
Day ones, man.
Day ones.
I'm happy for you guys too, man. Y'all going crazy, man.
We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on grinding.
For sure.
We're happy that we got to see you up, you know, at a front row seat. Hey, get us to Paris, somebody.
We got to make that happen, man. These are the best content creators, man. They got to come out.
Hey, he said it, not me. That's an Olympian. That's coming from an Olympian, so I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
This guy was exciting, bro. He really has always exciting 5,000 meter races, and it was no different here today at the Olympic trials. Parker Wolfe finishing third right behind Grant Fisher and Abdihamid Nur. You got to talk to him. I'm assuming it was, wait, did I talk to him?
No, I talked to him.
Oh, okay.
I talked to Parker Wolfe. And I talked to Parker Wolfe and Abdihamid. But Parker Wolfe was dope. We saw him at NCAAs. He beat out Nico Young. That was in the 5K, right?
Yeah.
So back here again on the big stage, he showed that, you know, that definitely was not no fluke. But obviously he's been one of the top guys in cross. He's been one of the top guys in track. So it was just great to see him. And he had a great battle against Graham. It was crazy. Like, I thought they were about to catch up for a second to the top two guys. But great getting to know him a little bit more. I don't feel like he gets as much attention as someone like Nico, but he will now.
Yeah, most definitely. Parker Wolfe is someone to watch out for a long time.
All right, Parker. You are an Olympian, dog.
Yes, sir. It's awesome.
You're coming off NCAA champion. Now you're also back at this track, Olympian. What was it like just going up against the pros today, too, when you're towing that line?
Yeah, man, I tried to just, keep it as calm as possible. I'm lining up next to guys that I've been watching on the TV for a while. So it's pretty surreal. And I think I just tried to block out as much as I could and just, think I belong in there and keep pushing through.
And it wasn't easy for you too. Graham did not let you go, bro. You guys, for a moment there, it looked like y'all were about to catch up to Abdihamid and Grant. What was going through your mind like that? Your last 800, y'all were moving.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was scared out of my mind that Graham was still there. I was like, I gotta drop this guy. So, no, it was seeing him on that big screen when I'm coming down the backstretch was just like I gotta give one more push. And all of a sudden I look up and I'm like, closing in on those two up front. And I was like, all right, I think I got this. And it's Hayward Magic's real, I think. So it was pretty cool.
I mean, it's been great for you for sure. It's definitely been working. One thing we've been asking everyone that's qualified today is like, what are some of your personality characteristics that you feel like make you into an Olympian? That's even great to say, you're an Olympian.
Oh, man. I think it's just like my willingness to kind of buy into my training and my coach. We talk about it a lot in practice, and it's just, fully giving into his process and trusting it, and then, seeing the results, years down the line. And it takes a lot, and it's really hard to do, but I think I've bought in pretty much fully, and now we're here today.
Is there any characteristics of yourself that you think contribute to your success that are kind of like quirks that people wouldn't think about?
Oh man, I'm pretty neurotic about things. Like, I'm just like very dedicated to the sport, and I've got a certain bedtime I go to bed at every single night, no matter what. So I'm pretty neurotic and on top of my stuff, I feel like, and I think that just helps, get me to where I am.
And would you say, is it worth it? We've been asking everyone that too. All going to bed super early when people want you to come hang out, doing all the things. Is it worth it?
Absolutely. Nothing's better than getting this and then being in this stadium on the last day and fighting for a spot on a team. So it's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was cool seeing you with the big dogs. I know it's not the last. This
not
is
the
definitely
last,
not the last time
just
at
the
all.
first.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, wait. One last question. I forgot to ask him. Podium. We do this thing. We want to hear your rank these top 3 for us. So okay. 1 is opening ceremony. 2, going to the opening ceremony at the Olympics. 2 would be going with your family and friends, like in Paris.
Yeah.
And then 3rd is going to see other sports in the Olympics. If you had to rank those 3, how would you put them in order?
I'd go 2, 3, 1 probably. Well, actually, you know what? 2, 1, 3. I think the open ceremonies are cool, but I think getting there with your family, competing, and watching the other sports are kind of...
So family and friends, opening ceremony, and then watching other sports.
Yeah. We'll find out. Maybe that'll change, hopefully. So, but yeah.
It's going to be a crazy experience.
It is. I'm excited for it. Can't wait.
I appreciate you,
Thank
Parker.
you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
You had a stellar year.
Thank you.
Hana and Amanda Moll, the Moll sisters, were absolutely amazing, bro. 5th and 6th place, they finished here at the Olympic trials. Last year, Hana was at the World Championships. For them to compete this well on this big stage was something special. We had to talk to both of them, man.
Yeah, it's crazy that they ended up finishing 4th and 5th.
5th and 6th. I got it wrong when I said it.
5th and 6th. Still right there, looking forward to the day where they're 1st and 2nd. That's going to be crazy, but we got a great future in American pole vaulters.
They are definitely an example of that future, Amanda and a Hana Moll. Hana?
Yes.
Amanda. Congratulations. Amazing way to cap off your season here at the Olympic trials, 4th and 5th place. Amazing. Just what was the mindset going into the competition today for both of y'all?
I was really just trying to focus on jumping my best and focusing on my technique and kind of not really worrying about the other competitors because I kind of got in my head at NCAAs and wasn't really focusing on my jumps. So that's what I was really focusing on today and just having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say very similar, kind of just going in it with, you know what, it's my last meet of the season as of right then. And kind of just giving it my all and having fun out there.
So both you guys are 19 or 20? 19. This is your guys' 3rd U.S. championship?
This is her probably.
Second outdoors. We've done 2 outdoors, 2 indoors, so 4.
I've done 1 outdoor.
You've done 1 outdoor and 2 indoor?
Yeah.
What? That's insane. And you're only 19 years old. Just what experience are you gaining little by little as you're going?
I would definitely say I've gained a lot of confidence, not in just myself as a pole vaulter, but in myself as a person. But especially as a vaulter, I see, I'm friends with, the pros out there, and I feel like I can actually like belong here now. So that's a great feeling.
How about you, Amanda?
Very similar to her. It just gives you confidence that you belong there, and you know what you're doing, and just having experience with that meet situation also prepares you for any other meet, because it's really high stakes. So you kind of have to just be able to go out there and do what you know how to do.
So I have 2 more things for you. Last one, just about the competition. How is it for y'all to be in such a tight competition and like y'all are competing with each other? Like Amanda, you jumped the PR today, and like it's kind of like you're in 4th and 5th. Like it's battling, like I don't know, it's just the complexities of it, like all. But I assume that you guys are just locked in on that one goal. But also to have your sister right there with you has to be such a comfort, where you guys are battling with each other on the same bar. Like, all right, one of us is gonna go out, or one of us is gonna make it. You know.
Yeah, it was definitely a comfort to look at the leaderboard and see, our names right next to each other. It's been a while since that's happened, and I'm really happy that it's happening again. And when Manny cleared 463 for the first time today, ever, that really gave me that extra motivation to clear it on my 2nd attempt. So I'm, really grateful that she's here.
I mean, we've been doing this our whole life. Like, this isn't new to us. We've been kind of competing, but also like being friends throughout our whole life. So it's definitely comforting. And then also when you're jumping, it doesn't feel like you're jumping against other people. You're really just jumping against yourself, because you know that what you can do, and other people don't determine that, which is kind of different than like running races.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a different. It's different.
It's different. It's a little bit different. I love to see big marks from both of y'all, though, on the big stage. Like, that's lovely. Like, last thing, we're going to do a podium. So you're going to do 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of the best things about being twins and competing in the pole vault. So, or just practicing, doing pole vault competition. All right. So I got sharing, like, clothes and stuff at times, sometimes it can be helpful. We also have looking at each other's technique, and then always having competition, like in anything and workouts and anything. Where would you rank those 3?
Definitely always having competition.
That would be yes, because I would say that is the main reason why we're so good, so young, because we've always had competition to push each other. 2nd, definitely the clothes. Yeah, not just on the track. We share a closet. You have double clothes. Yes, it's awesome. It's a perk.
There you go.
And then 3rd would be what was the 3rd one?
Technique, like looking at each, it's a mirror. I don't know, maybe.
Well, it's nice, but I feel like we definitely have different technique as jumpers. So it's like I like to look at it, but I can't replicate it.
Yeah. I feel you. That's fair. Congratulations, Hana and Amanda.
Thank you.
This won't be the first Olympic trial, so I'm excited. Well, this won't be the last Olympic trial, so I'm excited. That's what I meant. Congrats.
Thank you.
Katie Moon is the defending pole vault champion for the Olympics. She's been amazing the past 3 years, and it was honestly just great talking to her. She's doing so much great things for the sport, Aaron.
Yeah, she's one of the stars of the team, I would say, for sure.
Absolutely.
And also one of the leaders. Outspoken, and I don't know, I just feel like she has that presence of someone who leads. She's not a follower at all, and she's bringing a lot of attention to the pole vault as well.
Yes, this is someone you want to learn more about, Katie Moon. Katie Moon, congratulations, going back to the Olympic Games.
Thank you so much.
This is your 3rd Olympic trials too, correct?
Yep.
And like coming into this one with the world lead, kind of just what was your mindset going to this Olympic trials?
I'm going to be honest, I was even more nervous, even though I had a few good meets. Because I've been dealing with an injury, it just hasn't been the consistent prep that we would like, and so you just never know what's going to happen on the day. This is the toughest meet, and I say that having been at an Olympics, at World Championships, Diamond Leagues, this is the hardest meet on the planet, and so I was really nervous, but I was confident in not just what I had done this year, but every year leading up. It's a culmination of all of the years of work, and thankfully it came through today.
And it seems like in the women's pole vault, since like 2016, it's changed like a lot and like consistently.
Yeah.
And be able to like be on this team. What do you think about the team you guys are bringing to Paris and just the state of women's U.S. pole vault right now?
I mean, the pole vault in the U.S. is so good right now. It's just showing the depth. I mean, the fact that, last year we had high school girls on the team and they were contending for that spot today. Bryn jumped a PB to jump the, not just ranking, but standard. It's the fact that they've raised standard and so many women in the U.S. have that and are attempting it at a major championships. It's incredible. And I just am grateful that I got out ahead today, but I know on any given day there is someone there fighting to take that spot from you, and it gives me hope for the future of this sport. It really just shows how deep in this field is, and it's amazing to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the future of the sport, because I feel like you're someone that has a real passion for this sport on like all levels. I know you had the Katie Moon Classic this year. Just like kind of describe your passion for this sport and how much like you do want to like help in many ways.
Yeah, I love this sport so much. I watch it every chance I get. I love going to clinics and clubs and helping the young kids that are just starting. And it's just, I have so much love for it, so I want everyone to experience it. It's just so fun. And yeah, I any way that I can help facilitate that, I love to do it. And obviously I want to come out on top today, but if I didn't, I know we'd still be sending a very strong team to Paris, and that's all you can really ask for.
Now defending your title, like
I first step was getting there. Now I have a chance to do it. I think I just wanted a chance to do it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think, again, it's been a slow start to my season, but I really turned a corner a few weeks ago, and I feel like now I have the perfect amount of time to get to where I want to be when I jump in Paris. So
there we go. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Now before you get out here, we're gonna do a podium. So
sure.
First, second, and third, I'm gonna give you of the three things that you're most excited to do in Paris.
Okay.
All right, I want you to rank them.
Okay.
So you got the opening ceremony.
Okay.
Watching other sports, you weren't able to do that. You feel me? Back in that one time, and then hanging out with friends and family, visiting Paris, all that. Where are we ranking those first, second, third?
Visiting Paris with friends and family is number one, above and beyond. And then honestly, the other two I'd say are interchangeable, because I would maybe put opening ceremonies above it a little bit, only because I'm going to be so focused on me, like just being in the best prep that I can. So sometimes going to watch the other things can be a little distracting.
Yeah.
But I always watch them on my phone. But it'll be just nice to be in the village with those other athletes and see them and interact with them. So I'd have to say family and friends, exploring, opening ceremonies, and watching the other events. But I absolutely will watch the other events. So,
is there already something that you got circled that you want to see in Paris?
As far as the Olympics, or as far as just
visiting and like?
I think I'm a big shopper. I've been to Paris many times.
So.
I definitely want to watch the Eiffel Tower sparkle at night with my family. I remember when the first time it did that and I saw it, I was just like, I could sit here for hours watching it.
It really is something different when you do it with your family. Like you did it first, and then now you like, oh, mom, dad, like whoever see this,
Absolutely. And that's the thing I really missed about Tokyo, is that my family didn't get to be there. So more than anything, I wanted to make this team so I could have that experience with them there. So
that's gonna be awesome. Congratulations, Katie,
Thank you
best
so
of luck
much.
defending that title.
Thank you.
Russell Robinson was a really interesting guy that I needed to talk to. This dude's only a senior in college at Miami, and he qualified for the Olympics in the triple jump. It's a bunch of young guys going to as well. So I'm like, I need to talk to this dude, because he beat out some legends: Christian Taylor, Will Clay, Omar Kurdak.
He beat Donald Scott.
Yeah, some legends.
Yeah, and there was some chatter between the legends. Donald and Will were going back, and like the college boys ended up just taking home the cake. So it's almost like we're seeing, it's cool to just see like this new generation get an opportunity to be on that stage and see how they compete against the world.
Absolutely. Russell Robinson, let's talk to him. Congratulations, bro.
Thank
in the
you.
triple jump. You're on your way. the college kids taking over. That's what it seems like in the triple jump, and it's kind of crazy because you guys were up against some legends out there. Just what were the nerves for you and maybe even Salif going into this?
I mean, I've been preparing for this moment all season, all year. So I mean, I'm here for a reason. I want to be one of the best, and to compete and be here with some of these guys. I've been asked multiple times, was it intimidating at all?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, because, like I said, I'm here for one. I've jumped far, so I have the confidence in myself that I can do it, and I could be one of these top 3 guys, and I did it for sure. So just coming out here and showing the best, doing the best that I can do, and showing these guys, like, we are coming up, and it's our time. So that was all.
When did you start to get that confidence and kind of the belief that maybe I can make it to the Olympics?
Last year I jumped 17 meters for the first time.
Yeah.
And I missed out on the world team, but coming in this year I was having a good season. In nationals like 2 weeks ago, I hit a really good jump, and it just boosted the confidence a lot. And then the prelims on Friday, I had a really big jump. It wasn't legal, but it was just like, all right, I can do this, and I'm getting to that point. So that was what really boosted the confidence.
There we go. So you're an Olympian now,
yes,
which is a wild concept that's happened. What are characteristics about yourself do you think make you an Olympian?
I mean, just hardworking, not giving up, just trusting the process of everything, being humble, for sure. And damn, that's a good question. I didn't really think about it.
I'm also thinking, what are the things that people wouldn't expect, like characteristics about you that still make you an Olympian? That doesn't take anything away from you, you know?
Yeah. Just, I mean, having fun with the sport for real, and not focusing too much on I have to do this or I have to jump far. Just, track is a very mental sport, so just keeping yourself calm and just preparing yourself mentally, because you've done all the work physically.
Yeah.
So just telling yourself that you're confident that you can do this, and willing yourself to this spot.
So last thing, we're gonna do a podium. So first, second, and third of the 3 things that you're most excited for in Paris. I'm gonna give them to you. So the opening ceremony, chilling with family and friends, visiting Paris, all of that, and then lastly, watching other sports.
I would have to go with hanging out with family, for real. It's going to be my first time to Paris, and they're already blowing up my phone, excited. But all of those are 3 good ones, but definitely hanging out with the family and having this great experience, and them along with me supporting, that's going to be a great time.
There you go. Congratulations, Russell.
Thank you.
Excited for you, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I hope I did good, man.
No, you did good. You did great, bro. You did great. All right, Brandon Miller, St. Louis legend, came onto the podcast. Someone else that I think we just love seeing run fast times. It's great to see him make the Olympic team, though.
Yo, he was someone I was standing up yelling. We got to watch this one in stadium, fortunately, but it was cool too, just talking to him afterwards about just how his training has changed with Brooks, how his tactics have adjusted. And to see it all come together on this stage is awesome. This dude was a child prodigy, bro.
For sure. So, and like that prodigy is now becoming a master. Brandon Miller.
Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing.
We're trying to keep leveling up, bro.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that.
This is your first world team too, right?
I made Worlds in 2022.
Worlds 2022. Yeah.
So this is my second team.
Second team. What place did you get last year at USA's?
Last year?
Yeah, US.
I didn't make the final last year.
No, at USA's. What place did you get?
Last year?
Yeah.
2023, I didn't make the final.
Oh, 2022.
2022.
You didn't make the final last year.
Nope.
And now
16th, last in the semi. Died bad.
And now you're running 143 in the semis.
But it was a testament to perseverance, man. Had to. You fall down, you got to get back up. You know, shake the cobwebs off, and get back to work. So.
What has it been like being in Seattle, training with Zay, with the whole Brooks Beast?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like I see the cityest thing y'all doing. Like, seems like you having fun. Like,
yeah, it's been a blessing, man. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like when you're surrounded by greatness, it brings your best out.
Yeah.
You know, and having people there to push you has been so key to my development this year. And I'm excited to see how we keep progressing. So.
What have you learned over, we were just talking about that, what have you learned over the past 2 years, especially like battling out on the world stage and how you battled at LA Grand Prix? You ran great races. What have you been learning more about the 800?
Yeah, it's I've learned a lot, to be honest with you. I think when it comes to my opponents, Hobbs and Bryce, and they're not only super talented, but they run really, really smart, you know, at the end of the day. And you have to be on your A game, you know. When it comes to championships like this, if you want to beat Bryce, if you want to beat Hobbs, you have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. So for me, it was about learning the race more, you know, where to distribute your energy, you know, where should you make your move. A lot of people think like 200 to go, you press, you know, but Hobbs and Bryce and Clayton, they work through their progression, you know. So for me, it was just like a big learning experience and just applying the knowledge to get better. So.
Remember, I talked to you at LA Grand Prix, and I was like, when did you become a track fan? You said 2012, watching Rhodesia break the world record.
Yeah.
Knowing that, and now you get your chance to go to your first Olympic Games, just like you're going to be on that same stage.
Yeah.
Does that feel real? Does that feel like that's what destiny has brought you to?
I always knew I was capable of being at this level, you know, but it's another thing entirely to realize that dream. You know, you have a dream, you know, that you set out at 10 years old, you know, and you know, all of the AAU practices, all of the A&M practices, you know, it was for that season, but it was also a build up to this moment. Yeah. You know, and to just have that dream come true, man, it's such a blessing, bro, and I'm so excited. I'm so proud, and I'm excited for Paris. So.
All right, so last thing, we're doing a podium, first, second, and third. I'm gonna give you 3 things of what you're most excited to do in Paris as a first-time Olympian. Got the opening ceremony.
Okay.
We got hanging out, family and friends, visiting Paris, all of that.
Yeah.
And then we have watching other sports. Where would you rank those of most excited to do?
I would definitely say opening ceremony, first place. I would say watching other sports, second place.
Dang, hold on.
Of course, you know, seeing LeBron and, you know, you see the dream
that
team
is
going.
wild.
The
This
dream
is
team
a great
going
NBA
is crazy.
team.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to definitely, you know, go watch for sure. And then I only say the seeing Paris is third because I went last year. I went last year to watch the Diamond League.
Yeah.
And they ran really, really fast on that track, so hopefully we can make some of that magic happen. So.
Yeah, that was gonna be awesome. That'd be awesome. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you,
man. Best of luck out there, man.
Thank you.
We're gonna be rooting. We're gonna be rooting for sure, always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Probably one of the coolest stories of the day, Tinoda Matsatsa. So we got to see this dude right during the semifinal after he ran that. We were seeing if he was gonna PR or make it into the thing, and then Eric Holt, the Bolt, took him out. Eric Holt got DQ'd and Tinoda Matsatsa is in. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, no, that was crazy, to be honest. I feel bad for the Bolt, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't have been more excited with Tinoda. We were literally in here watching that final when Tinoda found out that he didn't make it because of Eric Holt. And then he was pretty upset about that. So for it to get reversed and for him to just have that opportunity to be in the final and get that experience is huge. It's huge. Yeah, it's crazy.
And he ran an amazing race as well. Let's talk more to Tinoda. Tinoda, we got to talk to you after round 1. We're low-key about to talk to you after round 2, but then it was crazy. You know, we found out last minute that you're going through after a DQ, and now you're able to race your first Olympic trials, all 3 rounds, final round, everything. Just like, what has the experience been like for you?
Honestly, it's been great. You know, I've been thrown in many different situations during my time at trials. In the first round, I raced how I usually do. I just got in front. Second race, I was in the back with like near the beginning. This race, I was like near the front-ish. I tried my best to stay in the front, and everyone was just stronger. They just pushed past me. Like I got elbowed like once or twice, but that's what happens in a fast 800, you know. So I think like throughout this whole thing, I just gained like a whole lot of experience and stuff, you know.
And you ran like aggressive. Were you nervous before this? Because like honestly, it didn't look like you were nervous. It seemed like this was any other race 800 for you.
I mean, I knew what it was gonna be like going out because I heard some rumors Bryce was trying to run 142, so I knew I prepared myself for this race. I knew it was gonna go hard, you know. I got off the line better than I did on when I raced Friday.
Yeah.
Because Friday I was like I was 2 steps back. I was low key in the back. I started way in the back. But this race, you know, I got off. I was with guys by my side at the break. You know, I think I raced pretty well in that.
So now, last thing, after not making NCAA indoors final, you didn't get the NCAA outdoors. You run all 3 rounds at U.S. Olympic trials, though. Just like, kind of describe going through all of those trials to end up kind of the best place that you want to be for any collegiate freshman, especially.
You know, I think not qualifying for all those races that I really wanted to race in, you know, I think it really helped me prepare for the Olympic trials because of course anything can happen in prelims, no matter how fast you are, no matter who you think you're racing, you know, like you just gotta put yourself in the front during those prelim races and like run as hard as you can to qualify without pulling any punches, maybe like not changing up a racing style that you know will like get you through. Like I think the biggest takeaway from this is just, you know, like run your hardest, not your hardest, but like run pretty hard during prelims.
Yeah.
Don't get sucked to the back. Don't second guess your own way of running. Just run the way you know how to run in prelims, and you know you'll get through.
Yeah, this man gonna be ready. You the one. After you ran, broke 4, and you're running. What'd you run at?
147.
147. You broke 4. I'm like, this dude's the one, and you've proven it, bro. Best of luck going forward, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
The Olympic trials, our first U.S. Olympic trials is over. You know, it's over now. That's kind of sad. Kind of sad when you think about it, but an amazing time to be here. Amazing opportunity to interview these athletes. Trials and Trivia was dope. The Content Lounge doing this podcast for y'all was amazing. And I hope you guys did enjoy it. Aaron, what's your takeaways from this whole week?
I mean, for me, it's just, when I think about COVID, I was locked into the Olympics, was watching, we enjoyed it for sure, but I think that made me forget about how important the Olympics really is. Mm-hmm. And coming into the stadium for Olympic trials and seeing it was just as filled as it was for Worlds was pretty crazy. And, you know, making the Olympic team, that's so much bigger than making a world team. And we've been here for Worlds, but this feels more special than Worlds in a way, which is crazy.
Yeah, everybody wants to make this team. It's everybody's dream to be at the Olympics. It's not necessarily everyone's dream to make the World Championships. It's to make the Olympics, and that's what they did. My biggest takeaway from the track, things that we definitely seen, is that the women's distance showed out. And I have faith in this women's team that, like, we're going to be really competitive. Because in the past years, like, we've gotten smacked. Like, I'm sorry, but like, at times we've gotten smacked. But with Nikki running 3:55 and Elle and McKay right behind her, right behind them as well. And then with Carissa and Parker and Wayne's been running phenomenal. I feel like Wayne can really compete with the best in the world. Elise and Pierre and Elle St. Pierre were pushing each other to new heights. I think Elle may drop the 5, but either way, like, Elise is running great in this new group. And then Nia with the 157. I know we're not bringing a thing Mo, but I feel like
we're still in a good space with Nia.
Yeah, Nia has the potential to medal on that right day. You know what I mean? So the women's distance really showed out.
No, most definitely. And yeah, I have confidence. I have confidence in them, in the sprints and the distance. Overall, everyone stepped their game up here. You know, the times that they were running were times that in the previous years you would have saw them at the end of the season. This is just the beginning of the season. Now we know who our team is. What adjustments do you make in this short window? But this is really like just the start. We going into playoffs now.
Well, I have this last thing, then we can close. For you, what do you think is going to be the most talked about thing leaving the U.S. Olympic team trials?
I mean, there's only one thing. Sydney McLaughlin, a world record on the last day. That has to be the biggest thing. That was insane. 50.6. Like, are we going to see her break 50? I think we are going to see it within her lifetime. This is her third Olympic team, and she's only 24.
Wow. Not Noah Lyles, Exodia?
Okay, now you on his head.
What are you talking about?
You on
that
his
ain't the
head.
most to talk about?
Nah.
That's not going to be the one winning the 100 and 200 back-to-back?
No, that's a big deal, but not the Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I'm just saying, just the whole entire Noah Lyles, like, Noah Lyles is kind of doing, I seen an interview, I believe, it was Grant Holloway earlier today. He was talking like, Noah Lyles is doing Usain Bolt level stuff.
Yeah,
He's currently doing Usain Bolt level stuff. And I don't think we're really giving him, like, the rank, the respect that he's doing that level at, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say he is doing some Usain Bolt things, but winning that triple at Worlds is amazing and it's insane, but doing it at Olympics puts you in a whole nother.
True.
That puts you with some greats up there that, you know, don't get mentioned with. So like if he does this at the Olympics, that puts him in a whole new era. And of course, like, you know, that world record is big, but I just the Olympics are so, as we sing here, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah, that will be exciting. We'll be tuned in for the Olympics. More on that information and what we're going to be exactly doing then, but we excited for it. Hope you all are excited for it. Hope you guys enjoyed the U.S. Olympic trials. Anything else, Aaron?
No, appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, for the ones that been following. Appreciate everyone again that came out to the Trials and Trivia event. But we're going to keep it going, bring more interviews to y'all, more podcasts as we ramp up for the Olympics.
Yeah, let's get it.